Leos, welcome to my channel. We're going to look at what the next 72 hours has in store for you. Let's go ahead and jump straight in. I'm going to be using a couple of decks today. Any information that you need to book a personal reading with me, I will have listed in the description. I have my email there. You can book a phone session or a video reading with me, whichever works for you. And if you are new to the channel and you want to see future readings from me, make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload here on the channel. I do these types of forecasts all the time. So if you never want to miss a beat, definitely hit the subscribe button. What we're going to be doing is pulling a couple of oracle cards. And then I'm going to do a 6-card spread for you guys to see what energy is picking up for the 72-hour window. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What does the next 72 hours have in store for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? All right, let's see. Alrighty. And we're going to start off with these. Actually, let me move these down a bit. But we're going to start off with the spiritual messages for you guys. So, first card we have, every journey begins with a small step. So, understand, with anything that you're about to embark on, a new career path, a new relationship, a new version of you coming into play, a new place that you're moving to, whatever this step into a whole new phase in your life is, understand that everybody has to start small. Like, we all come from being babies. So we all have to go through the rite of passage that comes with opportunities, with experience, with understanding, with wisdom in that experience. So allow yourself to enjoy the process. Don't see your journey as something that's daunting just because you have an end goal in mind. Okay, the next message we have for you, it says there's always an opportunity or another opportunity to be had. So if you have been experiencing FOMO, where you feel like you've missed your mark, you've missed your opportunity to, be in love, to be married, to have your dream career, to move to that, place that you've always wanted to live. Whatever this may be, there's always another opportunity to be had. It may come in a way that we may not expect, or at a timing we may not necessarily have in mind, but there's always another opportunity. And with us having experience in our past, it allows us to be able to spot those opportunities. And that's what we want to be able to do, to where we don't let our past and, the healing journey of our past stop us from being able to also spot new opportunity. Now let's go deeper. We have enlightenment. We have clarity of belief. We have recover, which is the recycle card. We have key, which represents opportunity. We have metamorphosis, which represents butterfly. We have, feeling alone. Deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Let's fix this. And we also have, it's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you'll be able to look forward look to the future, with a smile. Okay, nice. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So with clarity coming to you, with clarity of belief and deeper insights at hand, I think that this clarity gives you a chance, and also enlightenment. We have 3 cards talking about clarity. This clarity it's only freeing if you take action within it. And I think a lot of insight is coming to you about what your next move should be, where you should place certain individuals in your life, and also just what your past was trying to teach you, essentially. Some of you are kind of getting to that phase within your healing journey where you're open to kind of seeing things from different angles and perspectives after processing certain feelings and emotions. And the beautiful thing about clarity is, yes, it gives us understanding, it gives us wisdom. It's what we turn that clarity into that is magic. We can turn that clarity into, you know, teachable moments to where our past is like a testimony for the good, or we can turn our past into a like reason for why we, you know, don't evolve or we don't grow. So we can use our past as an excuse, or we can use our past as a testimony. And I think that's what you guys are being offered now, is a chance to, like, with Recover, an opportunity for you guys to turn that pain, that pressure of what you've experienced in your past into so much opportunity. And you guys are reaching the end point of a very overwhelming time period. We have metamorphosis here, and it's almost over. So 2 confirmation cards confirming that you guys are stepping into totally different energy. Spirit is also encouraging you guys, or you will feel encouraged to get out of your own energy in terms of spending too much time by yourself, being in the house too much. A mind that can ruminate and that can sit with itself for too long is not necessarily helpful or healthy, because it makes it hard for you to take in outside perspectives, and it makes us go into like over rumination or over second guessing things that you already know the answers to, just because you just have the free time to. An idle mind is a dangerous thing. Now let's go deeper. First card we have, representing the general energy, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So Leos, there could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio significance. There may be a block in communication between you two. Whether there's a new person, past person, there could either be a period where you guys aren't speaking as much because either you or this person is too afraid to reach out for whatever reason, or don't want to like overextend or do too much. There may be an apology that may need to be extended, either from you to another person or from another person to you. And that conversation just seems very, very difficult to actually have. The Page of Cups also in reverse talks about turning down some sort of offer. So there could be an apology that's extended to you, but some of you could be turning it down, or you could be receiving a message, but you may not be willing to respond to it. So again, there's a blockage here with communication to some degree, or even just expressing feelings. There could be certain things you really want to say that you feel like you have to bite your tongue or be very careful about saying it, or when you say it. Now, going into career and finance, I have the Four of Swords. So it talks about, for my Leos who are looking for a new job, you contemplating how you're going to break your way into a business, into a career path. With a current job that some of you guys are at, you could be processing whether or not staying there is actually in your best interest, because there could be things that you want to do, ideas that you have within your career that may not necessarily align with the job that you're at now. When it comes to love, we have the Four of Wands. So there may be, So for my singles, there may be someone you're dealing with, talking to, where you could see a lot of potential in you guys being in a long-term relationship, you guys being in something that's extremely stable. They could be someone who like has a good head on their shoulders, or is making some really good strides in their life in terms of securing themselves, and they could be someone you see yourself being with long-term. There could be a co-parenting relationship that is a little bit weary for you, like their co-parenting relationship, whether or not it's healthy, or vice versa. You could be in a co-parenting relationship where things may not necessarily be the healthiest, and you could feel like that could affect the connection to some degree. For others of you, you could be in a relationship with your person and you guys could be having conversations around like possibly moving, either moving in together or just relocating together, or marriage, having children. Okay. Some of you guys could be celebrating your anniversaries. The Four of Wands also talks about like just wanting more security. There could be conversation around your relationship about things you really want your person to do differently to actually solidify or make the relationship a lot more stable, whether that's communicate better, put more effort, whatever this may be. Now, what I see for the advice with the Seven of Swords is to not procrastinate. If you know that there's certain things that you need to get done, this isn't the time to be avoiding taking action. This isn't the time to be, avoiding taking action, putting tasks to the side for too long, second guessing, okay? And also with the Seven of Swords, this is being tactful, not telling all your plans. If you have plans to do certain things and you have other people who are going to project their negativity or they just don't need to know your plans, then so be it. Also, if you can't trust someone as far as you can throw them and you have to constantly look behind your back or just go out of your way to fact check them because they've been proven to be dishonest, it may not be in your best interest to have them around you because this could keep you very paranoid. Or if you have somebody around you who's very paranoid about you and you haven't really given them a reason to be, know that this paranoia is still going to exist and you're going to have to make a decision on whether or not that's something you even want to put up with. Now, possible challenge you could run into with the Star card. This could be specifically an issue with an Aquarius, doesn't have to be. But this does talk about healing. What could be challenging is the healing journey that you've been on or that you're embarking on. Or you may have someone else around you where you care about them, you want to be with them, and their healing journey has been very difficult. They could be projecting things that they're going through or have gone through onto you, or their like frame of mind doesn't necessarily help for you guys to have a healthy relationship. For others of you, the challenge is just remaining hopeful. You could have moments where you don't feel as hopeful, or it's a lot easier to assume that bad will come before good. Now, outcome for this time frame, I have the Moon card. So the Moon card talks about confronting fears, worries, doubts, anxiety, okay, over projecting yourself into the future. Also, if there is anything that's hidden from you, I think it will just be very obvious or very apparent that that's the case. If someone's like keeping secrets from you or just like purposely not letting you in, I do see that it will be obvious for you, or you could be just sensing it intuition wise. But yeah, the Moon card does talk about like confronting fears or confronting the things that, yes, you are a little bit worried about and you don't know how it's going to turn out, but you're like, okay, well, something has to be done. But this is what I see. I wish you the best of luck, Leos. If this was helpful, thumbs it up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.